You are listening to Arcs and Orcs, The Seeking and the Telling, created and narrated for you by Sasha Rosalind Wallace, the English Rose, narcissist survivor and warrior queen of the upper realms and guide to the underworld, shining her divine light on the dark underbelly of society and life as we know it. Author and narrator of the inspirational audiobook The Investor's Guide to Scorpio Ranch and Phoenix Bloom, now streaming on your favourite audio player. The physical book can be purchased as a PDF download at patreon.com/The Hero's Journey MC via the shop tab. If you're looking for the gateway to the Hero's Journey Bloom Masterclass, the ride of your life is now boarding. Please sit down and strap yourself in. Show notes will be available for certain podcasts pinned in the comment section or description box, or in the download area, depending on the platform. Thank you for listening to my story. If you are sitting comfortably, then I shall begin. Hi and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me for part 3 of the trilogy. I hope you enjoyed part 1 and part 2. This is the really fun part where I get to share with you the amazing gift that I've been developing for you all. And this is where I can introduce to you a little bit more about the Cosmic Oracle Tarot that I've built, and why it's more than just a tarot deck, why it's an oracle deck as well, why it's something very new to be unleashed on the world. So I wanted to give you a little sneak preview. There was some sneak previews of the Bardo aspect of the deck, and I want to allay any negativity around that with the inclusion of some really fantastic counterbalance cards that bring so much more to the table. So the first aspect of why this is a special tarot is because it begins with the 5th element. It starts from a foundation which is actually 5 elements, not 4, and that 5th element for me is the underpinning core of everything I've been doing. My belief system that our chakra system in our bodies is a direct reflection to the solar system in our heavens, and that this is the true connection that we are embodying. These planets, this universe is within us, it's inside us. And I believe there is a very deep connection that we can all tap into through these planetary archetypes and aspects, in particular how they play out in our birth chart and our astrological features through the cosmos. So the 5th element itself, obviously it has an ace, the Ace of Spirals, and there are 10 cards. They have the planet on one side and the corresponding chakra on the other. So that was Pluto, with the Earth Star chakra. Mars is the root chakra. The moon is the sacral chakra. Jupiter is the solar plexus chakra. Venus, the heart chakra. Saturn, the throat chakra. The sun is the third eye. Mercury is the crown. Uranus plays a very important role as the electromagnetic field. And Neptune is the soul star chakra. Beyond them, into the Royal Arcana, just like in a set of normal playing cards, you have the King, the Queen, the Jack, and the Knight that follows on after the 10. So the same in tarot, we have the Royal Arcana, the Kings, the Queens, the Princes, the Princesses. They're princes and princesses in my tarot, and kings and queens. And for my fifth element, I give up the grace and the glory to our Heavenly Father, our Heavenly Mother, the Heavenly Prince and the Heavenly Princess. So I've got the King of Spirals, and these are the most important people that you meet at the beginning of the journey. Your journey, our journey. The King of Spirals. Grace in the ether. The Holy Mother. Harmony in the ether. The Holy Word, connection in the ether, and the Princess is the magic in the ether, the Holy Spirit. The influence from the flower fairies that you can see here represents all of our Royal Arcana. So all the kings, all the queens, all the princesses, all the princes are from the flower fairy family. And this is something that was really influential and impactful on me when I was growing up in the 80s, based on a very special story dating back to like 1917 to 1920, when two little girls allegedly photographed a set of fairies in their garden, and it caused a huge national, international debate, if you like, for 100 years about whether they were real, and it was hugely made more popular by the writer of Sherlock Holmes, who really sort of believed in it and put his name behind it, and it became very, very famous after that. And even to the point in like 1980, when I was, 2 years old in 1980, it had struck a chord with so many people, this legend of fairies, especially in the British Isles, England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales.
all of these places have like deep folklore legend about fairies and imps and goblins and orcs, and so it's always been part of our folklore. And I always loved the flower fairies images when I was growing up. So for me, there's a real connection with our inner child that's being brought back to life, being brought back to the surface, allowed to play and run free. That part of us that is often, gets repressed, pushed down, pushed aside for the more adult, more sensible ways of being. And I think that's a great tragedy. And you will see, there is, people might say, there's like a real childish aspect to my work. And that's their opinion as well. They're entitled to feel the way they feel about my work. But I hope that they won't dismiss that as a bad thing. Actually, I would say it's very childlike rather than childish. My ideas and my concepts are very deeply intricate and interwoven, and you've got to be of a certain vibration and frequency to really even read between the lines. But on first sight, you might think, oh, it looks really like a child's drawn it. And I want to honor that. I actually have found so much more of my inner child, letting her run free, letting her have the childhood through my creative side, through my way of healing, through my way of expressing myself, has been incredibly healing to me as an adult. This work, this journey has actually transformed me. Even though I've built it, it has been building me the whole way along. And I didn't really get the kind of childhood that I should have had. I had a very unhappy childhood growing up. I had a very, very strange start in life that has taken me the best part of 50 years to understand what the fuck has been going on. I've been part of some kind of Hunger Games that the people who should have been protecting me sold me out to. And this is some Truman Show type crazy stuff. And this journey, this building of all this work is coming from a divine place. I'm being led and guided to do what I'm doing. I'm being led and guided to still be alive, standing on my 2 feet, strong in my power at almost 50 years old. I'll be 48 this year. And for 50 years, for 5 decades, people have lied to me about who I am, where I come from, my real family, my real heritage, my real power. But God decided that that wasn't going to pass me by. And He's laid so many incredible clues and dreams and treasures on the path for me to follow and to find. And I feel like I found so many. And the journey just keeps getting better the more you put your faith in God, in Jesus, in yourself. You stop listening to the narcissistic bullcrap that's going on around you. Really tune in to what's going on inside you. And listen to that voice. That voice is your inner child. And they know more, they have more wisdom of your soul journey, what you need, where you're coming from, where you're going, what you need to heal from. And you should trust in them. Your intuition is a direct link to them. And so this is like, for me, you know, making it this far in life, literally. People trying to kill me, left, right, and center. Because of why? Because of this work that I'm doing? Because I talk about love? Because I talk about God? Because I don't know. I don't know. I gave up trying to work these people out a long, long time ago. But they don't seem to get it. They've never succeeded in, you know, taking me down. And yet they are responsible for dragging so many otherwise good people, and some really nasty pieces of work, obviously, into the fray with them. And if you've gotten caught up in trying to hurt me, trying to come after me, trying to humiliate me, trying to fuck with me, my business, my body, poisoning me, you have no idea who's protecting me. You really have no idea that, you know, these people have been trying to take me out for the longest time, and it's always failed. And so they've brought you in, they've drafted in another useful idiot to get their hands dirty once again. And it's, you know, certainly as far as I'm concerned, it stops with me. I'm the one that's going to be giving, hang on, I'm bringing in, why is that doing that? Why is my hand in the wrong place? So, I just want to say, it's getting very hot out here. It's already super hot. It's only 9 in the morning. This beautiful place in Egypt where I am. Where was I? Where are we? I was fiddling with the phone. It's getting hot in my hand. Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, I'm not the dumb bimbo that you think I might be. You certainly will act as if you think you're cleverer than me. Do you know who you're going up against? You're not going up against me, you're going up against God. This is his plan, this is his design. And this cosmic oracle tarot, all the work that I've put into the Jade Tablets, 7 years plus, and some, and then some, has all been building to these moments, giving voice to the lost ones, to the lost children, the lost mums, the mums and dads, and sisters and brothers, looking for their children, looking for their family. We're all coming back together collectively. And this is an important time for us to raise our vibration, invest in our well-being, focus on our self-care, commit to being that parent to your inner child, a good parent, a nurturing parent to yourself, first and foremost. You got that down? You're going to be all right. Okay. I'll see you again in a minute. All the maps are now complete for the Hero's Journey Masterclass. We're going to look at a few of the new characters so that you don't get lost, and I can introduce them properly before we look at the newest map in the workshop of cartography. And those three characters relate back to Jade Tablet number 3. And they form the 3 avatars of the House of Judah, which is our Ace of Ether. Almost dropped my compass. We've got our compass, so we're not going to get lost. We're going to put that down here. So we've got Draco. Let's start with Draco. Tiamat is the planet that rules these 3 avatars or these 3 zodiacs. So we've got in the Ace of Spirals, the Spiral Shield with the power to harness ether, the Season of the Witch, House of Judah. Zodiac is Ophiuchus, Cetus and Draco. And Tiamat is the ruling planet for all 3. Ophiuchus here, November the 30th to December the 18th, in between Sagittarius and Scorpio. Cetus, May 12th to June 6th, is Cetus, in between Aries and Taurus. And last but not least, we've got Draco, in between Libra and Virgo. I haven't identified a specific set of dates because I'm intuitively placing Draco in this position, whereas Ophiuchus and Cetus are specifically accurate to the cosmos, but Draco is by all means very serious and precise. I just haven't I'm not going to put dates on it, and that's my intuitive feel about it. Now Draco, I want to make a point about its relevance and significance, because Draco represents, especially for the ancient Chinese culture, the Shang Dynasty, Thuban Draco was the North Pole star between 3000 BC and 1690 AD. Furcad and Kochab were the twin pole stars around the Thuban dragon between 1700 BC and 300 AD. And this was, for those cultures, the most prominent avatar in the night sky, being their North Star. Now for us, in our modern day, Polaris, the little bear, is our North Pole star. And this was written in 2022 AD, and that is our current constellation position for the pole star. But as we are moving through the procession of the equinoxes, we are gradually changing position over these thousands of years duration. So much so that by the year 4000 AD, the North Pole star will be at Cepheus, the king of Ethiopia. So we'll have a quick reminder of the original map for the Hero's Journey Blue Masterclass, which was developed back in 2021. This structure is still absolutely the same. We start at the top, end start with the child, who has evolved to become the inner child, end start. This is our starting position. It has Phi as its indicator, and it occupies the first threshold. The only change that I've now made is that this is now the first threshold, this is the second, this is the third, and this is the fourth, and this becomes the fifth as well as the first, because obviously we go round in a circle, never-ending spiral. You start as the inner child, the energy of Aries and Aquarius, traditionally known as the Fool in traditional tarot, but actually with all of my research and work, this is for me our journey of the inner child. And as we go through these different phases, these different aspects, we meet these different characters on our journey and we navigate these challenges, a lot of it is going to be understanding how to traverse the road of trials. And this is the Hermit. And this is going to be who you're going to evolve into as you move through the journey. The Hermit. Virgo, number 9. My very special avatar. And the evolution continues to all the way. So here is the Hermit. Here. We're going to be traveling all the way around until we come up to the journey, the master of two worlds. And it is our job to make it safely through each section and learn the lessons, receive the blessings, find the clues and the keys to help us open each of the thresholds and each of the stargates that are waiting for us around each corner. You have 5 keys to collect as you move through the hero's journey. They are your top trumps, your trump cards. They are the essential keys that you're going to be unlocking certain attributes and skills and qualities within yourself. Skills and qualities that actually already lie dormant inside your soul, like a seed inside a nut waiting to grow. All it needs is light, water, and love. So let's have a look at the keys. We've had a quick look at the first one, and it's the first one for a very good reason, because it is the Ace of Spirals, protection. The Ace of Ether. This is a new aspect for the tarot, not a new aspect for the cosmos, but a new aspect for some of you that may not have seen tarot decks with a 5th element. Normal tarot decks all carry the 4 elements of air, water, fire, and earth. And in my visioning, we are all surrounded and protected by ether, which is the 5th element. It holds it all together. It is the magical connected essence that is alive and breathing through each one of us conscious sentient beings in the universe. It is that which connects us. It is that which connects the trees, the rocks, the stars, the sky, and the ocean. It connects all animals and all human beings, like connections through all the roots in every tree across the planet. This is ether. It is the connective tissue that creates love around the globe. So you start out with the first protective layer of protection from the ether, from the ethers. Your first key to discover is air. You found the sword Excalibur, power to harness air, season of spring, house of Yetzirah. Zodiac is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. The Ace of Swords. This is the first key that you need to find. And the key gives you truth. It is the mental world, the mental realm, the social and intellectual realm, otherwise known as the mental truth. The third key is the Holy Grail, the power to harness water. Season of summer, house of Bria. Zodiac is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The Ace of Cups, compassion. Emotional realm, the creative realm, emotional compassion. And then the Elder Wand, power to harness fire. Season of autumn, house of Atziluth. Zodiac is Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. The Ace of Wands, wisdom, spiritual wisdom, no less. This is the area, the world of Atziluth is the world of archetypes, world of identity. By this point in the journey, you'll really be starting to know who you are and what magic you have to wield. And last but not least, the last trump is the five-pointed star, the Philosopher's Stone, the power to harness earth. Season of winter, house of Asya. Zodiac is Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. The Ace of Pentagrams, courage, physical courage, the physical material world. These are your 5 keys. If you can find them all and unlock the 5 thresholds, you will win key number 6, the Emerald Key. You will win the universe. Because, my darlings, the universe is inside you. And this is the Emerald Key. The universe. The universe is inside you. As above, so below. As within, so without. You have reached the pinnacle of your own understanding and completed the journey of the inner child. And it's time to take the next step out into the cosmos with this newfound understanding and knowledge of who you are. Welcome to the most recent map, the 14th Jade Tablet, the Cosmic Advent Calendar Wellbeing Gift Tree. My gift to you. It's an adventure map and an agenda map to take you all the way through the wonderful world, or many worlds, of the cosmos on your journey. And we begin at the beginning, at the bottom, your inner child avatar, end, start. Here we begin. The first threshold is the birth canal. Key 1 is a given. You are a beautiful starseed, imbued with the metaphysical protection of your ancestors from the celestial house of Judah and the entire solar system. The Ace of Spirals, the fifth element, the new ace in my deck, is very special because it introduces a whole new core to the tarot. We now have a fifth element, 10 cards with the chakras on one side and the planet it corresponds to on the other. So this is Neptune for the soul star chakra. And as we explore your birth chart, we will be able to understand more truly where each of the planets were in the constellations at the moment that you were born into this world. So that first key is a given. It takes you through the Earth Star Gate, up into the root chakra. In the root chakra, we have 6 different avatars that you're going to meet. And each one is also, like an advent calendar, going to reveal a well-being gift or well-being tool that you can use on your journey to help you support your root chakra in this particular phase of your journey. These are my gifts to you, and you will be able to open each one of these gifts as we go through the journey. The Milky Ways Express, the special train that takes us to various places in the journey, has 3 main platforms, and they relate to the 3 characters that we met in the previous section of Theacus, Cetus and Draco, giving them a rightful place in our pantheon. So, Milky Way's platform 2.5. 2.5 because it sits between 2 and 3, Aries and Taurus. Milky Way's platform 8 is Ophiuchus. It sits with the 8 Lionsgate Stargate and sits between Scorpio and Sagittarius, which is 8 and 9. Then we have Milky Way's platform 6.5 for Draco, representing the halfway point between Virgo and Libra, 6.5. So as you can see, here we have key number 2. Your job is to find key number 2, the Ace of Air, truth. This key unlocks the second threshold, the dark stargate, and carries us up into the sacral chakra, where the comfort zone ends. This is the world of the Chariot, the Hermit, Wanderlust, and the 8 Lion's Gate. You do not need a key for this one. The gift behind door number 8 is an invitation to the Lion's Gate Festival from your ancestors in the social and intellectual realm.
And it is at this threshold, the dark stargate, that we will explore the suit of air. And the first encounter that you will have with the Bardo, of which there are 6 out of 9 cards that are actually Bardo. Hence why it is the dark stargate. Moving upwards from the Lion's Gate, we come up into the solar plexus chakra. This is the world of Lady Justice on Lamed Lake. Lamed being the Hebrew letter for path 11, indicated here as the lake for the Lady of Justice, because you have pulled Excalibur already from the lake, and you have been given the permission to pass. She sits on path 22 and occupies the space of the royal kings and queens. Up through the water stargate is only possible once you've found the Ace of Water. You're going to need key number 3, the Ace of Water, to pass through Water Stargate 13, taking us into Bria, the water world, where we explore the suit of water and we encounter all of the Bardo. All 13 Bardo are here, the 13 trapdoors that fall down into the underworld. You cannot sidestep them, you cannot avoid them, you cannot tell which door is which. You just have to close your eyes, take a breath, and take a leap. Now there is a hidden path to be found. The Ankh is the hidden path, and it sits somewhere to be found in the heart chakra, the green section, somewhere between the Water Stargate 13 and the Void. The Stargate 13, aka the Water Gate, is ruled by planet Venus, and she is the ruling guardian over the Tibetan Buddhist BARDO and the Earth Angel Stargate. And in order to protect you with all of the underworld trapdoors and the devil, death, rebirth, and the void, the angels will appear and provide 14 angel numbers and 11 asteroid goddesses for your protection. This is the gift from Tiamat and Uranus themselves. Through the void, safely you will pass until you are looking for the Ace of Wands, key number 4. Key number 4 is a very special gate, very special key. It opens the morning stargates, opening up into the world of Absoluth, the fire world. We will explore the suit of fire. The Sun Stargate, the Venus Stargate, and the Aztec Hades Stargate are known collectively as the Morning Stargates 19. This is the identity realm, and if you find the Ankh, which I'm sure you will, as the hidden path, you will also be given a magic key card 19,
which opens the elevator to Michtlan Aztec Hades Stargate 19, the elevator to level 9 basement jacks, taking us all the way down into the underworld again. But don't worry, we don't have to go back there just yet. Your time will come. It is here that we will be searching for our courage. The Ace of Pentagrams, the Ace of Earth, key number 5, opens the Soul Star Gate 20. This is where we will explore the world of Asia, the world of Earth, manifestation and Malkut, looking at the different avatars, the 5+7 senses, planet Earth and the 5 elements, grounding all earth and sky vibrations, and learning the deeper wisdom which is already in your hands from the planets and the earth about the essential oils and crystals and plant medicine that is available to us in the material realm. And if you found key number 6, if you found key number 5, and when you find key number 5, you are allowed to walk through the North Pole Stargate, your North Node. Collect all 5 keys to win key number 6, the Emerald Key. Opens the master classroom of the Magus, the Emerald Stargate. And here you find the inner child comes round once again, and we are given permission to enter the classroom once again of the Magus. We have achieved the knowledge of the 4 worlds of Absolute, Bria, Yetzirah and Asya, combining together with Judah the 5 elements, the 5 worlds. You answered the call to adventure, and now you can take this wisdom forward and step out bravely onto the next leg of the journey. And the most important piece of this puzzle that we still have yet to meet is you. And I can't wait for you to come along on this journey. This journey is for you. I have taken it already. I have done the heavy lifting so that you can come along with a little bit more understanding that I had to play with. And I can't wait for you to find your special night card. And there's still one piece of the puzzle yet to be revealed. And that's you. This is going to be your journey. This is going to be a map for you to use as you traverse your own journey. Discovering your inner child, discovering your planetary protection, meeting your ancestors and your spirit guides, and traversing these worlds, these stargates, these thresholds for yourself, facing these challenges, but also benefiting from the well-being and the healing that comes along with it. I have already taken this journey. I have done the heavy lifting, And I have been able to create a map now in order to give you a helping hand and be a guide for you. I will be your Virgil to his wonderful Dante. And you will be the hero of this journey. If you have noticed, I haven't spoken about the Royal Arcana as yet. We have in our deck, in our Arcana of the soul, we have kings and queens and princes and princesses. We do not have any knights, and that's because you are going to be the knight, and you are going to determine the name of your special knight in your deck. You're going to give your knight a name. You're going to illustrate them, colour them in, and call to bear what arms you're carrying on your shield. I can't wait for you to join the journey, join the story, and tell us all about your adventure. Looking forward to meeting you soon. Okay, so let's do a little bit more before this phone gets too hot. So I wanted to bring forward the special aspects that make this an oracle deck as well as a tarot deck. So when you experienced, I'm assuming you have watched part 2 of the trilogy, I have described to you the Bardo, the 13 Bardo cards that appear between these trapdoors, that appear between death and rebirth. And they appear in the void near the heart chakra, near the devil, in the map that I'm about to share with you all. And as we're going through this spiritual war, and we can feel these demonic entities, demonic energies, attachments trying to take hold of us. We've also got these beautiful earth angel numbers, master numbers coming through as oracle cards. I'll show you a few of them. So we've got 14 angel number cards, and they appear at the point of art, rebirth. Number 14 is Temperance, the angel of temperance, or Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Michael. So we've got the one that has been the most important for me, my whole life, guiding me, is 2222, angel number of harmony. This is a supercharged symbol of balance and harmony, indicating you are on a spiritual journey and in divine alignment. You are being encouraged to slow down, find time for self, and be grateful in the now. Let's pull another one. Intuition, 111. Intuition, reminder that your thoughts create your reality. Your intuition is giving reassurance or a warning. Listen closely. Trust your gut feeling. And with those, to bring extra balance to the Bardo, the 13 cards of the Bardo, which do feel like it plunges us deep into the underworld out of nowhere. I've balanced out the 5s and the 7s. So if you remember, all 4 of the 5s in the Bardo. So the 4 cards with a number 5 on them are sort of swallowed up by the darkness of the Bardo. So I've actually created these additional lucky 5s to go in the deck. Take a chance, lucky chance cards. And the 7s as well. If you were paying close attention, you'll notice that 3 of the 7s are Bardo as well. The only one that isn't a Bardo is the 7 of Wands, which is our Ancestors card. Very, very powerful card of protection and guardianship by our ancestors, our grandparents, the people that came before us. So this is actually a very unique card. It carries like the same intensity as a major arcana. And to go along with it, I've made 2 additional lucky 7s. The first is jackpot. Jackpot. And the roulette wheel. Winning the house, basically. Very, very important. So this is balancing out and giving us some extra bonus treats on our journey and bringing us back to this the greatest gift that I believe this work can do for you is actually by opening you up to your own journey. And this is why within my deck there aren't any knights per se as yet, because they're princes and princesses in the Royal Arcana. I've removed the knights, but I'm reintroducing them as all the individual knights that you're going to bring to the game. So for those that actually end up buying this deck, you will be able to have this very card yourself. But I'm thinking of actually doing this as a downloadable one that you can make at home today if you want. On the back, this would be where you fill in your date of birth, time of birth, place, and then underneath this becomes your galactic signature, so your sun, moon, rising sign, and then your north node destiny sign will be, you know, carried in the energy of this card. And obviously it's up to you to decide what your knight is called and what's going to be on their shield. But I'm really looking forward to seeing all the different manifestations of our beautiful, beautiful knight. I wonder what your knight is going to be called. And there will, of course, be a gallery for those people that want to share their knight picture. It will probably be the first assignment in the course anyway, but I would love to see those displayed and everyone really sort of, you know, genuinely joining, being involved, taking part, seeing themselves in the saddle as the hero of their own journey. There's so much treasure and booty to be found on this journey, and it's all within inside you. And I'm so excited to finally be standing in my north node. I mean, I think I've been in it for a long time, but you know, there's a difference of knowing or thinking or believing your destiny and walking that path, actually stepping fully into it. And we're on a whole new frequency, babies. And I'm excited. I hope you are too. I hope that you will join us. I hope that you will come over to the channel. I hope you will check out some of the tarot readings. They are timeless. There is no time stamp on my readings. They are reflections of the past, the present, and the future. And if you were drawn to them, if you were drawn to a particular video or title or to this video, then I believe you were meant to see this and you were meant to get that message at that moment. That's just how Spirit rolls. I want to give my greatest thanks to the Almighty for taking care of me, for walking with me, for holding my hand and giving me strength through everything that I've endured, and the peace in my heart that I have every day. Namaste. Alhamdulillah. Amun-Ra. Amen. Jah Rastafari. Mwah.
You are listening to Arcs and Orcs, The Seeking and the Telling, created and narrated for you by Sasha Rosalind Wallace, the English Rose, narcissist survivor and warrior queen of the upper realms and guide to the underworld, shining her divine light on the dark underbelly of society and life as we know it. Author and narrator of the inspirational audiobook The Investor's Guide to Scorpio Ranch and Phoenix Bloom, now streaming on your favourite audio player. The physical book can be purchased as a PDF download at patreon.com/The Hero's Journey MC via the shop tab. If you're looking for the gateway to the Hero's Journey Bloom Masterclass, the ride of your life is now boarding. Please sit down and strap yourself in. Show notes will be available for certain podcasts pinned in the comments section or description box, or in the download area, depending on the platform. Thank you for listening to my story. If you are sitting comfortably, then I shall begin.